As you know, in Archive, we are all about long-term data management, and to be able to provide long-term data management, it's not just about safeguarding of the data, it's about being able to actually retrieve that data and find what you're looking for, whether it's 10, 20, 30 years down the line. So of course it's really important to provide and to have metadata to enable you to be able to get that data. So it's about providing the context for the data so that you can get it as and when you need it. Yes, we could talk about three things. First of all is the ingest of metadata. So whatever customers have, whatever metadata they have available, we can configure the system and bring that in so that it can be used to later retrieve the data and find it at a later date. Additionally to that, the metadata can be any type, as I mentioned, so it can be technical, descriptive, but we can also provide an organizational level. So we use a model called Portland Common Data Model to provide the multiple layers of data and levels that you can use to organize the content of your system. And additionally, if you have data that you don't know, so a lot of time we speak to customers who have no idea what's in some of the historical data that they have, could be lying around the organization on tapes, could be in a hard drive somewhere. We actually can extract metadata on ingest. So when passing in data, we will extract the Dublin core metadata and we will add those fields and make them available so that you can search and use them to retrieve it at a later date. So that, if you get context at a later date, you can always add it, but you'll always have that level of metadata so that you can retrieve your data from long-term management as and when you need it. Yeah, so PCDM is Portland Common Data Model, and it's a flexible, extensible domain model that maps files to objects. So a file can belong to one object, and then an object can belong to a collection or can also be mapped to other objects, and a collection can then have objects but can also be linked to other collections. So as you can imagine, it provides those layers and those levels of data organization and content. It's not your typical tree structure. It's very flexible. It provides those many-to-many mappings that are very often needed in a complex data management system.